Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, enjoying a nice day out on the mountain, but today we're going to be talking about giant raid battles that look to be coming in the near future, at least according to developers. Along with that, there's some stuff about collaborations, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
So Helldivers 2 news has been a buzz lately as Pedelstedt has actually gone out and talked about intellectual property crossovers with other games. And interestingly enough, he put out a tweet on November 2nd advertising a new game called Trench Crusade, which is a tabletop game I'll go over in just a second. And Trench Crusade was like, oh my god, I can't believe you noticed us. And then Pedelstedt said, I would love to do a Helldivers 2 Trench Crusade crossover. And then they went ahead and said, that'd be the sickest thing imaginable. And then Pedelstedt actually said, I sent the DM, let's talk, so I have more things to discuss. Definitely getting the wheels turning on a possible crossover. Now, in case you don't know, Tech Crusade is a tabletop war game set in a blasphemous alternate World War I era, which now that we have the Constitution, I actually think this would fit pretty well. But regardless, players take command of the forces of heaven and hell. Basically, it's like Doom, but tabletop with World War I aesthetics. Overall, it would be really cool. However, it got even more in depth as Pedelstedt said, to add more to this conversation, here's an extended list of IPs that I would really love to do a take on. And he gave a bunch of great ones. Aliens, Starship Troopers, which this game is clearly designed after. Terminator, which, you know, we fight the bots, so that makes a lot of sense. Predator, Star Wars, Fifth Element, Blade Runner, Warhammer 40k, which we just recently got Space Marines 2, so that would actually be perfect. Trench Crusade is on that list again, Mutant Chronicles, and Drop Zone Commander. Sadly, I didn't see Halo. I would really love to see that, especially because they had a Halo skin. He also actually mentioned at some point about talking about massive PvE battles involving something like 20 to 30 players, all in the same big firefight. It comes up pretty often at the studio, but there are engine limitations, so we'll see what happens. All that being said, this isn't the first time we've actually heard about collaborations. As in a recent Q&A with the Arrowhead CEO, someone actually asked any chance of a collaboration with Deep Rock Galactic / Coffee Stain. It's my personal headcanon that our galactic war is funded by the Dwarfs mining efforts. And the answer was, well, we are looking to do collabs. I think it's more important that we improve the state of the game and the quality of our updates. That being said, it's clearly something on their minds and that they have been thinking about, and well, and there's a good chance there's already some that are beginning to be in the works. Now, there was a recent weapon that has sparked debate among fans. Image actually depicts a weapon bearing an uncanny resemblance to the BR-55 battle rifle from the iconic Halo franchise. If you've ever played Halo, you would recognize this almost instantly as I did. This has led to some question to the originality of the weapon's design, however. Interestingly, the developers have responded by urging fans for compassion and a move away from comparisons. This cryptic response actually only fuels speculation about the possibility of a collaboration between Helldivers 2 and Halo, a prospect that would undoubtedly surprise fans of both franchises, but we'll actually talk about this again in a minute because they've already kind of teased it a little bit. Now, while the Halo collaboration remains unconfirmed, another potential crossover has emerged, albeit through an unusual channel. A recent survey conducted by Dead by Daylight, the asymmetrical horror game, you might have seen it, it's a pretty fun, popular game on Twitch on occasion, included Helldivers 2 among its options as a potential collaboration in the future, indicating that there has been some talk before or that they have at least reached out to Arrowhead Studio. This has sent shivers down the spines of some fans as the thematic disparity between the two games is pretty huge. They're not at all similar in any regard, other than the fact that occasionally I guess you play co-op with your friends, but other than that, the comparisons really end there. Dead by Daylight is definitely a suspenseful horror game mixed with, you know, trying to survive the night, which I guess, you know, if you count the Terminids and automatons, I guess I could kind of see something there. Anyways, the survey's broader selection of games suggests that Dead by Daylight might simply be casting a wide net for data collection, but we won't know 100%. There's also been talk about Destiny being a future crossover event as well, which as a fan of Bungie and Destiny, I could actually get behind. It would be very interesting on how they do it, but it does open up those doors. Now, regardless of the controversy of the improbable crossover, Helldivers 2, like I said earlier, has actually already established a connection to another sci-fi universe, though through Twitch drops. You might have noticed that during a Twitch drop event, viewers who watched Helldivers 2 gameplay for a set amount of time were rewarded with the TR-117 Alpha Commander armor set modeled after your iconic Master Chief armor from Halo. Of course, it's not going to be a one-for-one representation, but it is very similar to it, and of course, the name 117, which is Master Chief's names. This instance of borrowing a recognizable design element demonstrates the potential for Helldivers 2 to engage in playful homages and collaborations with other sci-fi franchises, and personally, I love collaborations. I think having two of my favorite sci-fi universes connected through either armor sets or different weaponry is really cool and always fun. And the recent developments surrounding Helldivers 2 paint a picture of a game that is not afraid to push boundaries. They've always been willing to do what they feel is best in terms terms of the game and its future. And the controversy surrounding the new weapon hints at the potential for that collaboration. And once again, I would just love to play with the battle rifle in this game. I think it would be so fun. And while the Dead by Daylight survey, however improbable, underscores the element of surprise, the 117 armor obtained through Twitch drops serves as a concrete example of how Helldivers 2 can incorporate elements from other sci-fi universes while still remaining completely distinct within its own. All that being said, we're gonna go ahead and roll some community clips now. Don't forget to submit me any video clips you guys have that you want to see in the video. You can do so at Thorn and Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll the clips.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. This is Pelican 1, requesting all Helldivers to enter the extraction radius. Objective located. Pelican 1, landing in progress.
Here comes the cavalry.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty has seen you through.
Presupuesto para refuerzos a tiempo estimado menos 30 segundos. Tiempo estimado menos 20 segundos. Tiempo estimado menos 10 segundos.
Mexicano 1 llegando a las coordenadas. Aquí Pelicano 1 preparándose para tomar tierra. Cuenta atrás iniciada, esperad al despegue.
Aquí Águila 1. Volvemos al lío.
Extracción completada, Pelicano 1 iniciando ascenso.
Let me know down below, everyone, what are your thoughts on giant raid missions and also possible collaborations in Helldivers in the near future? Also, don't forget to check out this video and this video right here where I cover more Helldivers 2 news on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by and keep spreading managed democracy.